livest one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the.
Tyson Fury being spoken to by Ben Davison, and there's the moment, the pre-fight kiss. I have never ever seen that before.
Hello there, I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done, literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem, I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year. So there we are. The Gypsy King versus AJ is on for next year, but there's a hurdle in the road called the Bronze Bomber, aka the Knockout King, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we got on to the big fight. So big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line. All the best. God bless you all. See you soon. Peace out.
Next week, mate. Next week. Next week, mate. Next week.
Just got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us. Peace out. God bless. See you all in Saudi. Yes.
So fucking tired of this. Fuck this. Come on, you motherfuckers. Come on. Come on, I mean, liar, 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 liar.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed. Simon Bridgman in the building. Dwayne Freeman. The Troll Killer, Mr. Shelton, King Jr. Sean Carvano, salute. Copper Aborigines, salute. Eric Holt, Stephen Lamar Hawkins, Alfred, what up? Case Nasty in the building, Young World, the Brothers UK. What's the atmosphere like over there after the AJ loss? I mean, is it like sad? Is it eerie? Do they care over there? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm not even like clowning. I want to know what it's about. Because I'm going to tell you what I think in a second. Well, I'll tell you right now. I think there's a lot of people over there that are saying what we're saying. Yo, I told you. I think that they're saying, yo, we told you this kid is celebrated, but he's not good. But let me know if I'm wrong. Because I don't know, brother. Salute to you, brother. Don Shotta, Calvin Johnson, Tab Investments, King Vonnie in the building, Almighty Law, 9806 Degrees, 3 Pyramids, Dill Spoolie, Thrill Hill, Showtime Majors, Brooklyn Born, Davis, Adrian Vett, Ghost, Shin C, Paragon of Principles, Mr. P. Depps, yes, sir. Jose Diaz, Alex, what up? Scorpio, what's good? Snacks B, CB Sports, my brother Carl Burrell in the building. Michael B, DP Rocker. Ooh, jumped on me, stupid. Hold on. Go back up here. Calvin Johnson, Kevin Dunbar, prolific one. The Pyramids got you, Rick Blackwell. Cursor. One more week, mate. Chesame, what's good? Mike Lawson. Will, what up? Trick Notes here in the building. Malik, Ramel Lane, MP, what the fuck? Karma Boxing. Yes, sir. Big Country Howard, salute. Stormy the Sensei in the building. Duke Tide. Bole, bole. Bole, bole. Bole, bole. Bole, bole. Shemaine Callahan, Jay Grant, King the bad guy. Smash that like button, man. We're going to have some fun, man. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun, man. I mean, we're going to have some fun, but it's a real question, man. It's a real question. What happens after he loses? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people. Oh, well, you know he's gonna lose. Yo, Wilder's gonna whoop his ass. He's gonna whoop his ass. Wilder's gonna whoop Fury's ass. That's just it. You wanna know why? $17 months. You're in the red with Bob Arum. You owe money. The easiest way of getting that money to at least get out of the red with Bob Arum would be what? Fight Wilder again. Whether you had a contract or not, fight him again. And I don't know. Well, I know what your problem is. Your problem is you're a coward and you're a liar and you're a cheater and you're a drug addict. Stop me when I'm lying. You're a liar. You're a cheater. You're an admitted drug addict. You suffer from depression. You haven't really gotten accurate help. Your dad's a criminal. A violent criminal. Did I lie yet? This isn't emotion talking. These are truths, right? Your father can't come to the States to watch his son get his ass whooped. Your father can't come watch you get beheaded. He got to watch you on DirecTV, on the ESPN app. No. Tyson, no. No. Why the hell are we celebrating? Y'all celebrated last February. The first thing y'all did was, oh no, he don't need a third fight. He don't need a third fight. The raccoons in the UK. Yeah, I saw all of y'all. No, Wilder's done. Wilder's done. What does Drew always say? Time reveals all truth, and a lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. Hey, Fury supporters, Eddie Hearn fans, how many times were you lied to in the last 17 months? How many times were you lied to? You were lied to by Eddie Hearn, by Bob Arum, by Frank Warren. You was even lied to by BoxRec. You remember that? You were lied to by ESPN. Remember that? The leader in sports. Really? You guys have trolled, and all we kept asking was, is the arbitration over? Did he win? I would call Tay Jones. You know Tay Jones? I would call him on the phone like, yo, bro, I just read da-da-da. And he would, man, don't listen to that. Okay. Never mind me. Has Tay been wrong one time? Has Tay Jones been wrong one time? Y'all let me know. St. Louis Mix in the building. Will Sinclair. I'm sorry I had the other screen up. What up? What up, y'all? I see y'all. Ray Charles, 88 Sports Talk. Salute, y'all. Lamont, what up? What up? What up? Too much. What up? Yeah, Black Alpha, salute. Yeah, this about to be too much. I call it how I see it. Some of you are incapable of doing that. For example, I ain't got to pull up no video. My brother, Mr. P. Depps, hit me up. I listened to the whole interview. Keith Eidick, the walking blimp, Dan Raphael. I'll get to him in a second, but well, actually, let's get to him now. Tyson, Southern T in the building, salute. Tyson, there was a lot of accusations. Oh, let me catch my breath. There's a lot of accusations. There's a lot of accusations about you cheating. What is your response? What is your response? Get it out, Don. You swallow this pork foot. There's a lot of accusations about excuses that Deontay Wilder made about you cheating. Just a second, let me catch my breath. About you cheating. I think I know what you're saying, Don. I think I know what you're saying, Don. You should just congratulate your person after a loss. People make excuses. Make excuses. You know what? What was Fury's excuse for having his thumb detached from a goddamn glove? Did he even explain that? Here's a better question. If he explained it, who believed it? Who believed it? General Squirrel, salute. Brooklyn born. Who believed it? When have you seen a thumb detached from a damn glove? Technology, Picasso, salute. Technology has gotten better. David Scott III. The Wonderful Life of Bobby J, salute. Yeah, indeed. Iron Levant, salute. Technology has gotten better, which is why gloves don't look the same in 1970 to 1980 to the 90s, into the 2000s, into the 2010s, to the 2020s. Technology has gotten better, which is why the Everlast gloves don't look like, Rashawn, what up? They don't look like the new gloves today. You notice the new gloves, the rival gloves, they're curved. They don't look like, the Muhammad Ali gloves when he's like pawing. They don't look like that anymore. Ishe. Mm-hmm. I don't even think Ishe believes that. I would love to ask him. Detached thumb. Have you ever seen that? Yes or no? All right. Have you ever seen that? Yes or no? Okay. So it happened. How do you explain it? What did Fury say? Okay. I'm sure he said something. Here's my question. Do you believe it? Why would you believe Tyson Fury? That's the question. Why would you believe Tyson Fury? Liar? Cheater? Drug addict? Do I have to go any further? But he says, yo, detached thumb? I don't know how that happened. Really, nigga? Okay. Show your boxing IQ, salute. Smash your like button. I'm on one today. I have to remind y'all who this guy is. See, the family already knows. And the haters know too. They just don't like the outlet. They can't stand it. Xavier, what up? Salute to my brother Michael B. He said, bet 20K in Vegas casinos, bookies giving me info of the fight to make me bet for Fury. I told him I'm not looking for an analyst. We have to bet or no. Man, Ramel Lane, salute. Man, listen. Man, listen. If y'all want to listen to the bookies and they're telling you to bet on Fury, check those bookies. Go ahead and check them. I am Trill Will in the building. I mean, this is easy work. Thank you, Bully Bully. This is easy work. He's not a prince of a person. Make excuses? How about this? You see, they know who to put on those phone calls. You know what I would have asked on that phone call? Yeah, Fury, granted. Yeah, Drew Titan, LDBC. Being that you're so confident and we know that you're going to win the third fight, which part of the UK do you plan on having your undisputed showdown with Alexander Usyk? Granted, he beats AJ in the rematch. Which part of the UK will you be having that in? Or will you be going to the Ukraine? And just listen. Or will you be having it in Vegas? Question. And this is no shade. Salute to Playboy Gamer. Salute, fam. Said, what's good, Drew? Good morning, chatting folks. Salute to you, fam. Much love and appreciation in that super chat. This brother's from Divine Sense Boxing. Salute to you, fam. Yes, sir. Much love and appreciation. EJ Love, salute. The Dazzling Urbanite. Will it be in the UK, the Ukraine, or in Vegas, or Dubai? And I'll just wait for the answer. Because we know where it's not going to be. It's not going to be where he's from. Why? I know y'all are upset. And yes, this is a bully session. Vince Vilborn, salute. This is a bully session. He's going to get this work because we're 9 days out. Let me answer it for you. He can't fight on his soil because he has no license. So now fat, heavy-breathing Dan Fat Rael, with heavy breathing, flossing your teeth with noodles. How do you report on boxing and you look like that? You know, if he ever, Big Block, salute. Devontae Moore, salute. If he, you know, if he ever did a report on why a fighter lost, and he said anywhere in that article that the fighter came in out of shape, bro, you better not write a damn thing after that. Out of shape. You break into cold sweats when you're typing. You got on that call and you mentioned excuses. Okay. What's your excuse for looking like that? What is your excuse? Hey, man, nobody's perfect. I was overweight. I did something about it. You're a little older than me, Dan, and you're reporting on a sport. Get your shit in shape. There's options. You get over there, you talked about the excuses he made. What's the excuse for that man you talked to over the phone not having a boxing license? Because you know what? If he had a boxing license in his country, he might have been able to push the third fight to happen in the UK. Did y'all ever think about that? Home court advantage? Right? Anthony Bolton, salute. He said he loves saying he sweats chocolate like that fountain at Golden Corral. Man, if Dan Raphael walked into a Golden Corral, the only person that'll be happy would be the manager. Well, actually not. It's like, yo, one person, he paid to walk through the door, and it's like a church bus dropped off. No, it's Dan Raphael. They be looking at him like, fuck this guy. Every Thursday, sheesh, eat up all the meatloaf. Walk by the salad bar and pull out a gun. Die, salad! Give me a piece of that steak. Give me the steak dinner. Medium rare. You stab it and blood flying out. Yeah, I'm talking about fat ass Dan Raphael, the American media person. Yeah, him. These guys never seem to ask the real questions. What you talking about, dude? Never ask the real. That's a real question. Why don't you have a license to fight in your country? If you get past Deontay Wilder in the third installment, who would you rather face, AJ or Usyk? Okay. Regardless, where will that fight take place, and how annoyed are you that you can't have it in your country? That's a question. And what's going on with your license in your country? Your fans who support you would love to see you boxing on your soil. That's a real question. No shade. I want to know what he has to say about that. Do you even plan on getting your license back in your country? What's wrong with asking that question? Deontay Wilder don't have that problem. Deontay Wilder don't have detached thumbs. Deontay Wilder doesn't have a narcotic problem. Deontay Wilder doesn't suffer from depression. Deontay Wilder could fight anywhere in this globe. He can. But you want to get your fat ass on there and talk about cheating allegations and water poisoning. You fat bastard. And you see, this is American media doing this. You fat bastard. I welcome you to the Strong House because I got questions for you. I'm not paid by anybody. You are. Those questions was written down. And one thing your boss told you more than likely not to do is upset the talent. Salute to Alfred. I'm not even going to attempt your last name. You know I love you, brother. He said, eating contest, who you got, Brian Windhorst or Dan Raphael? I don't know. I hope the building collapsed. Look, salute to you in that super chat, man. Much love. But look, man. Realistically, I don't like shaming anybody. I don't. But this is aggravating. I expect this behavior from the British teeth. That's what they call them, right? The British teeth. I'm sure they got a bunch of names for us. Lord knows the LDBC falls under a lot of scrutiny. Salute to Stephen C in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Drew, how confident are we that everything is in place to prevent this clown from cheating? Oh, yeah. He's not getting away with anything. He's not getting away with anything. Believe me when I tell you. This is going to be the only time. This is going to be the first time in a long time he's going to fight clean. And nothing's going to work, which is why he's dead within 5. He's dead within 5, which is why they didn't want this fight, which is why they tried to speak it into existence, which is why they lied. which is why Eddie Hearn lied to you guys, was flying back and forth to Dubai, talking to Arabian princes and shit like that, which they were always online talking, and Bomb Squad was quiet. They were quiet. They didn't say anything. And every time they said, oh, the fight's done, and it's getting done, the fight's done, and then it shouldn't happen, the third fight shouldn't happen because he got beat so bad. I said, I don't care about what you feel. What's in writing? Because I heard that there was a rematch clause. Did he waive that? He didn't. So what? There's a third fight. It's not happening? What do you mean? Oh, there's an arbitration. So what's up with the arbitration? Wilder's done. Arbitration. Oh, it's happening in Saudi. Arbitration. Eddie Hearn said it's done. Arbitration. Well, the Saudi prince said it's a done deal. Arbitration. Well, Tyson's on Instagram putting dents in the picture of Wilder. Arbitration. Well, Tyson Fury, his daughter's sick. Arbitration. Well, John Fury said arbitration. Well, he has COVID. Arbitration. And then what happened? Won the arbitration. But y'all want to still believe this guy. Salute to my brother G5 Gabe. He said, salute my bro Drew Titan in the chat, fam. Fuck Fury. Upside down palm tree. Built ass. Put him in a coke casket. October 9th, justice for Mark Breland. Oh, yeah. Salute to you, fam. Oh, yeah. Justice for Mark Breland. Hire him. Give the man some work. Anybody. Asante L. Salute. Joe, what up? Give the man some work, AJ. You see, sometimes, looking back, I really didn't have to go back and forth with those cats. I'm talking about the American and UK Wilder haters. I didn't really have to go back and forth with them. A condo, Bert. Because don't I always say time reveals all truth? Have we not been right? It turns out, right? And I'm not only talking about Senior X Salute. I'm not only talking about the Fury situation. I'm talking about boxing in general, the sport. Everything that we've accused the sport of being, has it been just that? The cheating, the racism, the contradictions of American media, the ignorance of fans worldwide. Turns out we've been right. Who was listening to BFTB yesterday? Had to have been all of y'all. Had to have been all of y'all. Did y'all hear that? I didn't know they still made brothers like that. Caggy, what up? Big Money, Texas, salute. Ray Charles, what up? You know what, bro? They rank Fury at number one because it's convenient. And there's an organized, man, there's an organized effort to keep him there. And it's not going to work. Anthony Jones, salute. Drizzy Breeze, salute. Jay. Yeah. Yeah. Did y'all hear BFTB yesterday? Did y'all hear that show? I don't know who that brother was. Go back and listen to it. Yes, that was crazy. I was like, I didn't know. There must be a factory where they manufacture dudes that think they're smart. Geo James, salute. He came in and killed himself in 2 seconds. Did y'all catch that? That was crazy. He puts in the chat, I've been just in trouble. Salute. I've been trying to call in for months. Now I didn't read it, but I heard him say it. I'm like, call in. Does it mean beam in, or it can't be for months? Every day, BFTB puts a link in the chat for whoever wants it. He does that every day. There's not one show he hasn't done it. So I'm like, that can't. That's a troll. That got to be a troll. But dude comes in and starts talking about read this book, and I'm listening to it like, what is? Here's the bottom line. And there's an urbanite who said they didn't hear it. Whoever didn't hear it, just go back. I think that whole debate is very important to what we deal with as black people in this country. There's a rift. That brother came in here trying to sound smart, and he might know some things, but in reference to this topic, he was wrong, and he didn't have the whole story. And he came in with the bias. It was obvious he had a beef with Deontay Wilder. It was obvious. Then he tried to smoke screen it and talk about, hey, man, he's supposed to be pro-black. The LDBC supposed to be pro-black. Newsflash. First of all, it's the Lions Den boxing community, not the Lions Den black community. We have all races, cultures, and creeds. But he wouldn't know that because he hasn't done his homework. He just sees something and gets emotional. He was mystified by Anthony Joshua. Clearly, he was an Anthony Joshua fan. And I'm not going to violate the fellow, but I knew what it was when I listened to him. You're an AJ fan. Your man got wrecked. We spoke about it. You got mad and you ran over to BFT. That's the wrong place to go, brother, especially when you didn't do your homework. No. If somebody knew him, if I knew him, I would have told him, bro, you don't know what's going on and you don't want to go there. Don't do it. You stay out the graveyard like how you tell a nigga, yo, look, take the long way home because that neighborhood right there, I know you'll get home about 5 minutes faster, but you don't want to walk through that block. That block is wild. Don't do that. Take the long way home. That's what I told him. Do research. Take the long way home. Salute to Snacks B. Drew, you told about Maxwell from yesterday. He damn sure did look like Maxwell. But, I mean, that's an important show. That whole conversation was very important because that's what we deal with here. And that guy will sit down and talk to somebody that doesn't know any better, and they will believe him and not know the facts. Deontay went to the White House and he never spoke on social injustice with black people. That wasn't the platform for that. Deontay didn't even want to go, but he went to represent Jack Johnson. And who else was there? Lennox Lewis was there. Sylvester Stallone was there. Jack Johnson's family was there. That's why he was there. He was there on behalf of somebody else. There's just as much social injustice for black people in the UK. But AJ went to go see the Queen. Did he say, hey, Queen, there's social injustice with black people? Did he do that? And he was there for himself. Everybody, I knew that. I didn't expect him to do that. I'm like, come on. And then he brought up, every time someone wins a Super Bowl or the World Series, they go meet the president. NBA Finals, they go meet the president. Y'all saw what they did to Craig Hodges, right? Another topic, but I'm saying along those lines. Did Steph Curry jump around and start talking about, hey, social injustice and that? So I don't understand why he even brought that up. He brought it up because he's angry that AJ got his ass whooped by Usyk. And that was the bottom line, cutting through all the nonsense. He's mad that his guy lost badly, got outboxed, and we were right for 3 or 4 years. We're like, yo, look, AJ's good, but he's not great. Stop celebrating him. He's not on this Lennox Lewis level. No. AJ is maybe top 15 in the 90s, lower 15. Get out of here, man. So he was a disgruntled Anthony Joshua fan who came to the graveyard to try and degrade Deontay Wilder and question his blackness. I put in the chat, I don't know if anyone read it, but you're questioning him as a black man. I said, wait a minute. I saw Deontay Wilder marching in the street after Mike Brown got shot. It was on his Instagram. And when I bigged him up, you know what people were saying? Other black people? Marketing scheme. He's broke. He's doing this for publicity. No, he's doing it because that's who he is. So let me get this straight. And this is my problem with you niggas. So let me get this straight. When a black athlete doesn't say anything, but you're buying up his shoes and his brand, you critique him for that. Deontay Wilder don't have a shirt, a brand. Nobody has come, to my knowledge, nobody has come to him. Like, I'm talking about the big wigs, Nike, Adidas. No one has come to him and say, yo, wear our brand. Because he's not popular enough, right? Nobody has come to him. The American heavyweight champion, 10 title defenses, going to the Hall of Fame with Muhammad Ali and everything else. Nobody comes to him with a deal. Mike Brown gets popped by that cop. And he goes over there and he marches and puts his black fist in the air. And y'all say marketing scheme. But the other athletes, the other, millions of black athletes that are millionaires, y'all like calling them out. Yeah, you know Jordan. Yeah. You know Jordan, he got all that money, but why don't he build any schools? One of those niggas. What is he putting back into the black community? Okay, but here you got little old Deontay Wilder, the most broke millionaire you can ever, with no fan base, marching, and y'all say he's doing it for publicity. There's no pleasing some niggas. There's no, which is why you just gotta be who you are. Watch this. Go talk to Michael Jordan about building a school. You have every pair of my sneakers. You talking to me about a goddamn school? How about that? Whole time you beef and you wearing you had a pair of Jordans since 1986. That's the type of brother that called yesterday. So it was actually kind of sad to listen to it because he wasn't uneducated, but he came in with the bias. And when BFTB systematically broke it down and explained it to him after all the emotion, and this is what these people do. You know how BFTB is. And like I said, the dude came in there lying. He came in lying. I've been trying to get in for months. Impossible. Then he gets on there and said, well, I don't watch your show much. That didn't take long. So he came in lying. Y'all will never know how important that is. Have y'all ever been in a courtroom? Have y'all ever seen how a courtroom operates? Do you know as soon as you sit down on that stand and you get questioned, you better have your Divine Sense boxer salute. You better have your shit together and don't double talk and don't go back. If you have to come in and write it down, and when they ask you a question, you gotta say, can I refer to my notes? Because you want to have it on point. If he was on a stand and said, I've been trying to get in contact with BFTB for months, and BFTB says, well, I put a link in the chat every day. oh, well, you know, I don't really watch your show. You just said you was trying to contact me for months. The judge is going to be like, yo, from this point on, I'm going to hear what you have to say, but from this point on, you're going to have to try really hard to convince me of anything. Because that ain't take long. And I swear to God, that happened. Just yesterday, I said, oh my God, what the fuck? Thomas, what up? I was like, what is it? That's right, Battle Ready. You know, you could be smart, but, you know, around the way, you know, we call them smart, dumb niggas. Y'all remember that character on In Living Color? Ubiquity is the universe. You see, my brother, because the urbanites will come here, but we are one of the people. Nigga, what? What are you talking about? And you're speaking with this conviction. But he didn't know nothing. He was reciting old talking points from old media from like 2-3 years ago. I said, this is crazy. This is crazy talk. He said AJ offered Wilder $120 million. I said, we killed that argument when it happened. Then BFTB pulls up the article and says, this is John Skipper, where he admitted he effed up. And they should have had, everyone read that article. We messed up. We should have had our business in order. Then the brother says, oh, well, you know, you pulling up all these articles. No, brother, you pulled up the LA Times. And he said, is the LA Times article more efficient than what John Skipper was quoted saying? Yesterday was the absolute worst body bag ever. And I'm going to tell you why. I can ignore all of the trolls because you can tell that a lot of them, first of all, UK trolls, they're just trying to stick up for their guy. LeVon Down gave the salute. They're just trying to stick up for their guy. I get it. All right. But when you can't dispute the facts. All right, you can't dispute the facts. And then when BFTB start cursing them out, oh, you're so emotional. No, you already know what this show is. You watch it. All right, so when you look past the emotion, address the facts. Address the facts. Look past the emotion, address the facts. You know what y'all dudes sound like? Yo, man, yeah, that chick ugly. But you hit it. Yo, man, she ugly. Her breath stink. But you hit it. You know what I'm saying, man? She ugly, though. But you hit it. Address the facts. That's the fact. She's this, she's that. Yo, man, I can't stand my baby mama. 4 kids later? You can't stand your baby mama. Your oldest is like 12. Your youngest is 4 months. And you can't stand her? You're confusing me, brother. You're confusing. You're confused. Go get help. So I could tolerate the UK trolls. All right. This brother slid in here. He slid in the graveyard and tried to be articulate. He started holding up books, and I was like, that was the worst body bag because y'all remember all the other trolls that used to beam in the BFTB show? They were retarded. I mean, let's be honest. 1 or 2 of them, they didn't know the game like they thought, and they got bodied anyway. But the other kids, like that kid whispers, that like he's slow. You can tell. But this brother actually thought, Brody, salute. He actually thought he had a win. You don't have all the facts. You didn't know that AJ went to go see the Queen for himself? I don't know what he got knighted. Raise a salute. He didn't talk about social injustice. What about like I said, the NFL, the NHL, the MLB players that go see the president when Trump was in office? He was there for 4 years. You had that energy for Steph Curry, LeBron James, anybody. But you zoom in and focus on Deontay Wilder. You want to paint this picture that he's not as pro-black as he. What was the purpose of that? The purpose was your man got mollywopped on Saturday and you got mad at us, the LDBC. That didn't make any sense, brother. And I'm not talking bad about you. I'm pointing out what happened yesterday. That didn't make any sense. And I brought that up because did that not sound like ignorance on a Jason Whitlock level? Educated, black, but on the wrong side of the fence. And other motherfuckers will look to brothers like that and say, see? No, he's not with us. Get it right. Get it right. Bottom line, he was a fan, he was an AJ fan, an American AJ fan in his feelings. And instead of doing proper research, what he did was find articles that were written by dumbasses with half-truths. I don't care what LA Times article you pulled up. BFTB pulled up the quotes from John Skipper. And it was not $120 million. It was 100. And they dropped the ball on that. They fucked that up. Get your shit in order. These are the people that we're up against. And he says the LDBC is so pro-black. Ishe Smith type shit. We're pro-black and he's mad at us. Where was that brother when we were fucking with AJ? Where was that brother when we were supporting AJ? He brought up and I don't mean to go off on this, but that was crazy listening to it yesterday. And it has to be said. It has to be said. I want everyone to go see that yesterday's stream if you missed it. Go watch the whole thing. When that brother beamed in, that's one of BFTV's most important conversations because it shows what we're dealing with. This guy didn't have a clue. This guy didn't have a clue. Salute to my brother Jason in that super chat. He said he's the type of Negro that was used to destroy the Black Panthers and all other great leaders. Thank you. Thank you. Fighting against the grain. You see, the LDBC didn't just pop up. We are the result of shit happening. The Black Panthers didn't pop up. They are the result of things happening to us. And I'll say again, it's not only black people. That space was created. The LDBC 78 created this space so we can talk boxing and not get called out our name. Out of our ethnicity. And with that, there were other people of other ethnicities that said, you know what, it's crazy over there. I'm going to come, fuck with y'all. There's white people in the chat right now. Right now. How many times we called them out their ethnicity? Because they disagree. Go to another channel, see what happens to you when they find out you're black. Mayate, mayate, mayate. Nigga, nigga, nigga. Yeah. Go to those other chats and see how many LDBC members are in there fighting with them, calling them out their name. You don't see it. Why? We have our own space over here. And we don't always agree. It could get heated, but we ain't gonna be like, oh, you Jew bastard, you Muslim. No, for what? That's them. And if that smart brother was as smart as he say he is, he'd have researched that. The first thing anybody who's confused about something, you come in and ask, what is this LDBC thing? I bet you he never asked that. All he saw was us telling the truth about AJ. What was the truth? He's all right, but Lennox Lewis, no. Is he popular? Over there in America, I mean in the UK, but over here, ain't no one checking for him. Is that the truth or not? So he wandered into the graveyard to try and prove a point? Wrong. So I needed to address that because those are the type of guys. Because if I'm not mistaken, I got to go back and listen to it. If I'm not mistaken, did he try to make the connection as to us celebrating that AJ? I think that's what he was trying to say. I have to listen to it because it happened so fast and I was at work. Did he try and say the LDBC is, did he try and point out that we're so pro-black, but we celebrated that AJ lost to Usyk? That's racist. Salute to my brother Pete Davenport in that super chat. He said that's a fact because the Black Panther accepts Spanish and white group to join them. So they weren't built on race against black. Thank you. That's a fact. That's a fact. What it sounds like is that brother had some sort of weird obsession with AJ. He's the better boxer. He looks better. He has a better body. He's the face of boxing. But the LDBC don't like him for whatever reason. So he came in trying to degrade Deontay, but he's pro-black though. He didn't know, and I put it in the chat, but it was going so fast. It hadn't been going so fast, he didn't catch it. When Mike Brown got popped, Deontay was in the streets and got ridiculed for that. Where were you? You're pro-black though, right? Watch this. I'm about to release a video today. Anthony Joshua made a statement and got ridiculed for it. We had his back. How about that? Because at the end of the day, he's a black man, right? Now, when we did ridicule him with that freezing out, I said, you know what? I don't think he understands what freezing another fight out means. I don't think he understands or knows what the fucking Black Murderers Row is, because all of those brothers was frozen out and put in a box where they had to fight each other. Okay? And by the way, one of them in a Black Murderers Row was Puerto Rican. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but do your homework. One of the people in the Black Murderers Row was Puerto Rican. Do your homework. Brother, I don't know if he's listening or not or whatever, but I'm just stating the facts. That was the illest fumble in the world that I heard yesterday. It was kind of like depressing. I'm like, what is this kid doing? What is this young brother doing? He came in with a chip on his shoulder. Basically, why are we celebrating Wilder and we're shitting on AJ because that's your favorite fighter? Your man put himself in a bad position. From the time he started getting all this attention to signing a lifetime deal with Eddie Hearn. You got to make sense of that. And he tried to make sense of it, and that didn't make any sense. Go listen to it. It's to me, I'm gonna go clip that whole conversation because that right there is very important. And I tell people all the time, that type of conversation, what that brother did yesterday, notice I'm still calling him a brother. He's the type of brother that makes it so hard for us to move forward. I don't care how many books he read. He called BFTB emotional. No, he was emotional. You trying to educate people on what? Stick to the facts. You came in here shitting on Wilder and asking us why we're not supporting AJ. We did. We did. And then upon further investigation, you one of those brothers that are still walking around talking about he offered him $120 million. Then you pull up an LA Times article. BFTV pulls up one article, and he has, of course, he has receipts, multiple articles. And he says, oh, well, you pulling up all these articles. You brought up the articles. You said, I'm supposed to believe your word or what's written in an article. Something to that effect. He says, well, you pull up that article. I pull up another article that quotes John Skipper directly. John Skipper directly saying that he fucked up the deal. Not Deontay. You didn't read, oh, well, we had this money and he didn't want it. He didn't say that. He said sorry. But go listen to it. Mike James, what up? But I gave him attention because I need people to see that. These are the type of niggas that we got to deal with. The Jason Whitlock ass dudes. Yeah, Judah, I'm talking about that dude. It's sad, B. That was sad. And this ain't no shade or nothing. I'm just pointing out what happened. That yesterday, that was sad, but that was perfect. Because people will never understand. He came in there, oh, the LDBC pro-black. I said, man, this is another lost nigga. Nobody, one person, came in and asked, what is the LDBC? And that was my brother, Devin Alexander. Because everyone started telling him, oh, watch out for Drew Titan. He's racist. He was like, huh? And then when I spoke to him, I said, no, brother. They sent you a clipped up version of me talking to Sugar Hill. It wasn't a 4-minute interview. It was a 30-minute interview. He said, oh. What is the LDBC? And I explained it to him. He said, man, every time black people get together and do something, they always try and ruin it. Pro fighter, he said the right thing, asked the right questions. What is the LDBC? And I explained it. Why we came about. What these YouTube streets was like. See, they ain't going to violate him because he's a pro. But they will hide him from the truth. We had a conversation. And now he understands. See, a nigga like Ishay Smith, he'd rather be wrong and strong and stick to his guns. Now, what does all this have to do with Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury exists off of organized confusion. In no universe does Deontay Wilder have the same background as Tyson Fury and even have a goddamn boxing career. Tyson Fury exists off of organized confusion. Bottom line, that man is a criminal. That man is a drug addict. That man is a liar. That man is a cheater. And all of this is admitted. And yet he's shown respect as if he's a prince of a person. And when we point out the only reason why this has happened is because he's a fucking 6'7" white man. Yeah, I said 6'7". White man with a bald head. Did ESPN say anything about AJ losing over this weekend, by the way? I don't watch ESPN like that. Did they mention that? Because that was a big deal. That was a big deal. You can't tell me that me or that anybody else in the LDBC are playing a race card. Because all we had to do was watch. We made up racism in boxing. We made it up. Oh, I get it. Oh, yo, y'all keeping it alive. No, it's around us. And I'm just gonna keep it boxing. I don't have to go to other sports. I'll just keep it boxing to be nice. I just mentioned the Black Murderers Row. Tay in the building. Tay in the building. Yes, sir. I just mentioned the Black Murderers Row. Ask Dan Raphael what that is. Ask fucking Stephen A. Snitch what that is. Ask that nigga yesterday what that is. All those books he's waving. Corey, what up? Ask him what the box fans, what up? Ask him what the Black Murderers Row is. Ask him. All those books, read them. Read up on it. Ask him what happened to Hurricane Carter. Ask him. Ricky, what up? Ask him. Go ahead. He's so smart, right? Go along to get along ass niggas, right? You so smart. Right. Ask him what these YouTube streets was when we was all scattered around, just talking boxing. What would happen if you go on a goddamn channel and you say, you know what, I think Tim Bradley's gonna win this one. And you getting called the N-word, and you don't even have a picture of yourself in the goddamn avatar. It'll just be like a letter. The Big still says not a word of AJ loss from ESPN. Wow. Salute, Miss Lisa. Love you too. Tell me, stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm exaggerating. I've been on YouTube for the better part of a decade. I've just been quiet. And I almost said, you know what, fuck this. I can't, I go here, everything's all right until I pick the black fighter. I remember I picked Lara. I don't remember which fight it was. But I picked Lara to win, and I started getting cursed out in Spanish. He agrees with Father, says ESPN didn't mention any of it. Okay, see? But when we say Deontay Wilder's the face of boxing, as soon as he lost, that was news. But he ain't got no fans, though, right? Y'all gonna believe Eddie Hearn when he says, oh, they postponed the fight because tickets weren't selling. Y'all gonna believe Eddie Hearn? Who told you the next fight is happening in Dubai with AJ and Fury? You gonna believe that guy? Yo, you only got a lot of me once. You only got a lot of me one time. You just showed me who the fuck you are. Do it one time. I'm good. I already know how you rocking. If I gotta work with you and I gotta be civil, then that's what it is. But if you lie to me and I ain't gotta deal with you, miss me with that, though. Stay away from me. Renick, salute. Abadori, salute. That's right. You like that guy? You out your mind. My brother. Speaking of white people, my brother, Divine Sense Boxing in the building. Let me park here for a second. He's been on YouTube for the better part of a decade. He's one of the channels that I was following. I'm following him for mad long. He can tell you what YouTube used to be like. He was there. Oh, I'm sorry. As long as he was picking a Vladimir to win, or, I don't know, a Joe Calzaghe to win, everything was fine. The second he says, you know, Floyd, I don't see anybody beating him. Oh, you fucking nigga lover. He can tell you. He can tell you he was here for the whole thing. Salute, my brother. He said, Drew, they want to see our demise and downfall so badly. They are scared because time is not on their side. Hashtag 9 days to go. Nothing has changed since 2008. You see that year? Okay. I'm not making it up. Don't take my word for it from a black man. Go talk to Divine Sense. Ask him what I just said. Ask him about the heat he took when he said, you know what? I think Floyd, 147, no one's beating him. That's all he said. Did he say Floyd's a perfect person outside the ring? No. Hey. Do you think that I was happy once upon a time to say that Sergey Kovalev was the top guy at 175? Did you think that made me happy to say that? But was it true? Do you think that I enjoyed watching him beat the shit out of Bernard Hopkins at that time? But he did it. What does Blue Blood say? Facts over feelings. That was a fact. Everything else, if you would, asked me about Kovalev back then. Yeah, you know, number one, 175. Donna Stevenson, you were supposed to fight him, and he jumped networks, and that fight's not going to happen. So right now, Kovalev's a man. You know, I don't see anyone beating him. Not now. Yeah, but Drew, what do you feel about him as a person? Oh, he's an effing racist, and I'll go off. So you know I don't like the guy. His life outside the ring and his life in the ring. Two different things. Separate the two. All right? Tyson Fury. He's a piece of shit outside the ring and a piece of shit inside the ring. Outside and inside. The perfect storm. That is the perfect storm. I wonder why ESPN didn't say anything in reference to this fight. I wonder why. AJ lost, that blew their whole dream. They know Usyk can't beat. Listen, and again, shout out to Usyk because I don't think he will really understand. He contributed to messing up what they wanted. What they wanted was Fury to be on top. They wanted this 6'7" bald-headed white man to represent boxing. That's what they want. They weren't thinking about Usyk. Usyk don't even fit the mold. He don't speak English. From what I've seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, from what I've seen, Usyk is a humble dude who can fight. Usyk is a humble dude who can fight. Rob Sportsman Lee in the building. He can fight. And I don't think he'll ever understand what part he played in fucking up their plans. Shout out to Usyk. Shout out to Usyk. I don't think he understands. He fucked that up. That's why ESPN isn't saying anything. They said, oh, man, we didn't see that coming. Only a handful of people did. I picked Usyk to win. I said split decision. Stormy B-Man said simply, yo, the brother knows how to win. Y'all know how Stormy do it. The brother just knows how to win. Everything boxing and sports. Keon, my brother. He cooked Dan Raphael's fat ass. Go listen to what he said. Southern T Boxing called it. ESPN, who don't focus on boxing. Dan Raphael, who don't focus on boxing like you say he does. Y'all know Rock Gut, he does. He got some soul. Any real analyst will tell you this ain't an easy win. It's not. It's not. I picked Usyk to win. I said split decision. Stormy said, yo, he knows how to win, man. Southern T picked it. A lot of us picked it. And you knew from the first round it was going to be a long night. Usyk doesn't understand because he's not, I don't know. I'm going to believe that he doesn't focus in on our politics, how we see it, because he's just a fighter. And he's from the Ukraine. He's just a fighter. He doesn't see shit. He doesn't see what we see. You understand what I'm saying? But he'll never know how much I appreciate him doing his job. Because what he did was he exposed things for what it was. Anthony Joshua, and watch this, respect to AJ. But forget the Andy Ruiz loss. This was a different kind of loss. AJ is just not that good. There was a lot of truth told. The first thing I said when that bell rang was, nigga, if that was fucking King Kong Ortiz 3-4 years ago, we wouldn't be talking about AJ right now. But how do you market King Kong Ortiz? How do you market Guillermo Rigondeaux? How do you market Erislandri Lara? How are you going to market Ugas? They're waiting for these guys to fail. You can't market those guys as great as they are. As great as they are. King Kong Ortiz is great. Oh, yeah. He popped dirty too, but look at the atmosphere of boxing. I mean, what's a little dirty popping, right? Huh? Who cares? Who cares, right? Ortiz is the second best heavyweight in the world, next to Deontay Wilder. It ain't no fucking Dillian White. Dave Jack, salute. Stop. Why the hell is he on that list? He got slept by a guy that lost. And I know we don't do triangle theories, but feel me on this. He got slept by AJ, who lost to Usyk. Prior to that, he had all the options in the world to fight. Dillian's his dog, right? He could have fought Ortiz anytime. Mike Hunter. Who? Andy Ruiz. I did a whole video of options that he had, right? He ain't fight nobody. But he steps in the ring with Povetkin the first time. And what happened? What happened? Charles Martin is on your bumper right now. What happened? So don't give me that Dillian White stuff, man. Get out of here. He's popular over there. In a country where we got several states here that are bigger than that whole country. Get out of here. Ain't no one check. And you had an opportunity to come to the PBC. Don't talk to me about Dillian White. Banana splits. Bro. I am not listening to a guy that does this. Already you're DQ'd. Don't talk to me. If I went into a ring, where's my opponent? And I saw this, I'm out. You win. Forfeit. No. You guys that talk about fights and talk about boxing in the UK, some of you, not all of you, some of you, and most of you, CMB, salute, and most of you clowns in old media, you guys are the worst. You guys are the dry hump of media. All that rubbing, you ain't getting nothing off. Because as long as we're here, we'll set you straight. Salute to Yoshi, Goddess Garden. Salute. Says salute, Drew. Cook this goblin. Hashtag whoop that trick. I'm on the job. And these cats is out there mother effing mine. You got to be crazy. Well, I'm going to bring it full circle to Tyson Fury. You're the scum of the earth. And he's one of the rare fighters that I could say I could merge their personal life into their ring life. And both of them bother me because he lacks integrity everywhere. Now, what does he do after he loses? That's up to y'all. I don't care to see him again. But what can he do? Fight Dillian White? What can he do? Fight AJ? How much marketability does AJ have even if he loses to Usyk in the rematch, which I don't see him doing? I don't see AJ winning that fight. I don't. Whatever. Come in at 260. You come in at 260 try and muscle Usyk and you don't get him out of there in 6 rounds, you're going to be tired, man. So, Timothy, what up? So unless you can make a change, man in the mirror, Michael Jackson, gonna make a change for once in my life. Make that change. Show me you can think outside the box because you kept getting cracked in your face with a left hand. And all I kept thinking was, yo, if that was Ortiz, he'd be on the floor. Go hire Mark Breland. He was in Deontay Wilder's corner for 2 of those Ortiz fights, and he got 2 knockouts. So if you're great, hire Mark Breland. You got to do something. Vladimir's dad, salute. Do something. Do something. Show me something. I'm not convinced at the Andy Ruiz rematch. He was overweight, out of shape, and you didn't go in for the kill. You just kept him off you because every time he engaged, you backed off. You showed up to win, not to dominate. And I said, You got in there with Usyk and laid the egg, man. But that's who you are. And this guy's not a puncher, and every time he did catch it clean, you got wobbled, man. AJ is not who y'all thought he was. He's what we said he was. And then you got these dudes jumping on BFTB's chat talking about whatever. Don't get mad at me. Hit up AJ. Talk to him. See if he'll talk to you like how the real champ, Deontay Wilder, talks to us. So what's next for Fury after he loses? Nothing. I ain't checking for him. Let old media build him up. Let ESPN build him up. Let's see what they talk about October 10th. After Deontay stretches him. Let's see what he says. Let's see what they say. Hey, yeah, Deontay Wilder gets back his WBC's title. But in other news, the Giants, yeah. Don't even bother talking to him. You know he ain't fucking with y'all. So I'm about to upload this video, in reference to my thoughts on Tyson Fury. And I'm going to destroy this dude all the way up until fight night because it needs to be done. I'm sick of these people not telling the truth. And for those of you that's banging on my door that are going to jump in the comment section, debunk what I said about the Black Murderers Row. Debunk what I'm saying about the WBA and what they did to Mike Fox. They tried to cheat him in the ring. That failed. They cheated him on the cards. And what did we find out about the judge? The WBC, right? Canelo pop dirty? Let's move the goalposts. Oscar Valpez pop dirty? Let him fight. But if that was a Charlo, y'all so busy talking about Spencer's on pads because you're looking at his nipples. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? I know, but we're overreacting. I'm racist.
You are being racist for calling me a racist. Good, and I take it, but don't call me racist.
The general's on, y'all. Bronx on deck. Move!